couple months ago, my friend and I were sitting in a restaurant, and there was a news story about Monica Beresford-Redman. She was married to a guy who was a former Survivor producer, and they had gone to Mexico to work on their marriage, and she ended up dead, and they found her body in a sewer, and he was covered in scratches. And the sister of Monica was on TV, and she was very emotional, and she was talking about the case. And there was two men sitting in this bar area, and we were in a booth next to the bar, and one of the men made a comment to his buddy saying, if she was anything like her sister, I would kill her too. And my friend and I stopped and stared at each other, and then we looked, and we said, excuse me? Her family just died. How dare you say something like that? And we went off on him. And this man, he was in his probably late 50s, early 60s, white, entitled. He looked like he would have been a contractor or something. He was just in shock that two women were confronting him. And my friend is African American, and we were just going off on him. And he was like, I don't have to take this. And he got up, and we were like, oh yes you do. If you say that kind of shit in public, expect to have someone say something back to you. You keep your little misogynistic thoughts to yourself. And he walked out, and then he tried to joke it off to his friends, and then he made a comment to the waitress about us. And then we said to the waitress, oh, you know what he said about the woman and blah blah blah. And she had to, well, I don't know if she even gave a shit. She wants her tips, but it just fucking pisses me off that these guys think that they can just say shit like this and no one's gonna say anything. That it's okay to make these women-hating statements and joking about murdering someone or, murder victims. It's just fucking is so annoying. But it made me feel good that we didn't just sit there in silence and let this man say these derogatory things, and that we stood up to him and his ilk. As time goes by, I get less and less tolerant for these people's bullshit, and I'm not the most outspoken person. I don't like to really confront people or get into confrontation, but fuck it. I'm not going to be silent when people say shit like that anymore.